I've gotten a lot of commentary on social media, a lot of people tagging me and asking me what this new changes that the US government or the US embassy in Ghana is beginning to go into from August 16 to August 26, what it means to the applications that they've already submitted. They are waiting for the interviews amongst others. Well, in this brief episode that I'm putting together, that's what I will be discussing. I'm just going to break it down for you, right? It's not as cumbersome as it looks. It is not, I would say there's no cause for alarm, literally, right? So I'm going to be breaking down that for you. So please stick and stay with me. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kweku Ansa, and as I always issue that disclaimer, I am not a consular, neither am I an expert in this field. I'm just sharing my opinion and the little information that I gather on topics that I treat right here on my platform. So just feel free to share with me your comments and ask questions. I have my email on there, so it should be easy for us to get going. Okay, well, this particular video might go to mainly Ghanaians, and because I'm not too sure if this pertains to people in other parts of the world, but for sure I know it's for Ghana because I've seen the statement from the US embassy in Ghana, which is telling it to prospective clients who deal with them, who try to get the applications into their system and also book interviews for their visas into the US. And so it's going to be pertaining to people in Ghana, but it could widely be the same for people in other African countries. I can't say for sure, but now the statement stated that the US embassy in Ghana is moving from one platform that it has been doing business on for the past several years onto a new one. And I must say that the US embassy in Ghana, just as any other institution, employs the services of third parties to help them in business or activities that they carry out daily. The US government also does that in Ghana. And so if you have gone through the visa application, you'll see that all your documents, all the dealings that you do it on the US Travel Docs. Yes, that is the platform that the US embassy in Ghana has been dealing with for the past several years. So for everyone who has traveled to the US from Ghana, they went through that process on the US Travel Docs. Now the embassy says that it is moving away from this platform now. It's gotten a new contractor, so it's going to deal with a new outfit. It means that the US Travel Docs will not be flourishing again. It's not going to be working again. So it means every single details on that platform will be migrated onto the new one, which will later or subsequently be in the know to the public, or is going to be announced by the US government to the public. So first of all, let me issue this disclaimer and say that you're not going to lose your applications that you've made already. If you have interviews between this period, that's between the 16th to the 26th of August, you're not going to lose them. Rather, there are several initiatives that you must take just to put you on the safe side. You get it? So let me run you through it. First off, as I indicated, you're not going to lose your documents, you're not going to lose anything. But if you have interviews before the 16th of August, the US Embassy in Ghana says just go ahead with your normal processes. Just get to the embassy for your interview on the respective day that they have given you. Now, if you have your interviews between the 16th and the 26th of August, that's where you need to put in a little effort, right? The US government wants you to start printing your documents. For every interview that you go, you need to have your US your documents in place. So you need to have your DS-160 confirmation page printed up, because it's going to be checked even before you are granted that interview. You are also expected to come with your visa interview date, the front page of it, the confirmation of that, just to show that you have an interview on that said day. And so you need to print them out. So the US Embassy is hoping that you can print all these documents down, so that between that period when the portal is closed, because between that period, the 16th and the 26th, no one is going to have access to that portal. So all your documents and everything would be on hold at that point. So if you have an interview between that period, you should have printed your documents out prior to that time. I know that there are some people who wait and do their printing maybe a day before that day, because they want to just be sure, they don't want to make mistakes, they don't want any changes amongst other things. But in this instance, or in this case, you can't wait until that day. You need to print it before the 16th, because the 16th that platform goes down, and by the 26th a new platform would be announced, so you're not going to have access to it. So just go on that portal, log in, everything you need to log in, and print them down. The DS-160, I know people also take time, they don't want to send it prior to, like, as early as it should be done. But please, for the sake of you not losing out when you go for your interviews, please print all these documents down. Okay, so print it down and make sure that you can present them when you go for your interviews. Also, where documents are delivered in Ghana, for instance, would not be active, because there are going to be new places that will be announced, locations that will be announced afterwards. So, you know, all these things, you must take note of it. But as I indicated, you're not losing out on your documents whatsoever. Just that period you can't have access to it. If you have an interview between that period, go for your interview as has been stated or as has been done. The negative side is that if you wanted to reschedule your interview between that period, you cannot do it, because that platform goes down. So you can't even have access to the portal itself for you to even go and change that date. So unfortunately, if there is any emergency, maybe you would have to forsake that date and then get a new date. But you cannot do a rescheduling on that platform. You get it? So that is just the nuances that will come with this changes that is going to come. So on the 26th, a new platform is going to be announced. If your interview is after the 26th and you've not even printed your documents out, well, don't be too bothered, because when the new platform goes live, you would be informed about it, you would be made to know about it, and you can go on that portal, transfer all your documents. So with the logins that you have, you'll be able to log in on the new platform. But we're just saying that between that period, you cannot have access to it. So if your interview is between the 16th and the 26th of August, just get your documents down. It's as simple as that. So that's it for this new update. I hope this is not cumbersome. You understand it, right? But if you have any struggles, just let me know, okay?